Welcome or welcome back to my channel. This is series 17 for Christy's Beautiful Life 30 Days of Sketches. I'm doing this sketch from Amanda Castle at A Joyful Scrapper, and I'm going to get started. This is actually a pretty quick layout for me today, so I didn't actually crop out very much. I just pulled out Merry Everything, and so I did speed it up a little bit, but I literally didn't crop anything really out today. So I think the whole process, even picking out the stuff, took me maybe a half an hour, which is pretty quick for scrapbooking. I didn't actually use any pattern paper on this one, so for the cross bit in the sketch, I'm using this ribbon, and I got this from Michael's. It's a Christmas one, and I thought this would work out pretty good. The sketch kind of reminded me of a Christmas present, so that's what I'm going with, because why not? And then the ribbon makes it really easy not to use any pattern paper on here. So it is embellishments and a piece of red cardstock. The red is actually a little bit more cherry on the screen, it looks like, but it is a deeper color in person, so I don't know why my camera was not picking up the right kind of red, but it is what it is. I was double checking that it was a 12 by 12, because sometimes I get paper and it's not exactly 12 by 12 and needs a little bit cut off, but this textured cardstock was definitely 12 by 12. It's one of the other things I like to do when I'm doing a no pattern paper background, is either doing mixed media, which I have a 0 mixed media on here today, or I do a textured cardstock, because it actually gives a little bit of what, well, some texture, I guess. So I'm just brandishing on the double-sided tape. This is from scrapbook.com, so that I can just fold over the ribbon pieces. It's really sticky, so as long as you burnish it on to start with, it sticks really, really well. So I did think about for a half a second of doing a different ribbon across, but I did want to give it that present feel, so I thought the same ribbon would work really well. It doesn't end up being super exactly straight, but I'm okay with that too. Can't really tell unless you were really, really looking at it. And the other nice thing about this double-sided tape is you can't actually see it through the ribbon either, so it goes on fairly clear, so it doesn't matter if everything where the tape is doesn't get covered up. So it works out really well. And there I go, burnishing that tape on again. You can see me do it and then try and then burnish it a little bit more, just because it wasn't quite on there. But after you like really push it on there, I use my nail, but you use something else too if you wanted. It really works well. So, and some more of this. I could have just used some washi or some glue on the back side too, and it would have worked out just fine, but I had this handy, so handy is faster than where did I put that and where is that going to go? So, and the other thing with the glue, I would have had to wait to continue, whereas the double-sided tape, I can just keep going. So this is the picture I'm scrapbooking, and it's my oldest. When she was 3, it's 2010, she was 3, sitting on Santa's knee. This is the mall Santa. We didn't do the mall Santa very often, but this year we did. Typically, we did Santa at Heritage Park, which, I don't know, made a day out of it, and we liked going to Heritage Park quite a bit, so yeah, but not a Heritage Park one. We probably actually went to Heritage Park this year too, but yeah. We stood in line to see Santa at the mall. This was South Center, and if anybody's from the Calgary area, you know South Center has this huge castle that they put in their middle part of, I don't know, it's a foyer kind of thing. I don't know, center court. It's not where the food court is or anything, but sometimes they have some fun little exhibits and stuff. And so they had this huge castle, Santa's workshop, I guess, would be more appropriate. And then they had a spot where the kids could like color and play games, and there were some toys. So while you were waiting for your turn, the kids could play a bit. So yeah. On the sketch, there was a little banner piece at the top, so I decided that the holly and the Santa Claus ho 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 would work really well there. And then I'm just trying to notice that I don't have the same amount of pictures, so I'm going to use this larger picture instead of the ones on the left side, and on the right side I'm just going to use this envelope that's to Santa that I got from the dollar store. And then everything else on this page, or almost everything else on this page, is from the Hip Kit Club Merry Everything collection. So that one's a few years old, but I obviously had some stuff of it left because I had both ephemera and chipboard. And so that's where all of these bits and pieces came from. Not the envelope that's addressed, that's a dollar store thing, and obviously not the ribbon, but almost everything else that goes on this page is from that collection. So that made it really quite nice. And then I'm just getting stuff on here. There wasn't anything in this bottom corner on Amanda's sketch, but I like Santa there a little more. I did think about putting Santa beside my daughter in that line, but I don't know. I decided not to, so which is fine. And then obviously put that up on some foam. This is already up on foam, so, and the sticky eye was actually pretty good on that, so, which isn't always the case on dollar store items. And this one is, probably as old as the picture, honestly. Probably as old as the picture, but. And then I'm going to layer up a couple of these trees. I'm going to layer up Santa on top. I do have that present out right now, but the present's not going to stay on the bottom here. Super cute. And then I decided, nope, the envelope's going to go here because of the postcard. And I do want to layer some stuff around the photo. And so I'm going to pick up off some of the chipboard pieces. So this one's going to go there. And then this piece is going to go on this bottom corner, so I have more of a bit of an angle. I'm kind of trying to do, not consciously, but I do a triangle around my photo and it works. And then a little bit of an angle. And this present's going to get stuck here, just building this line out. And then I thought maybe this could go on this side, but I only have one of them, and I was like, nope, it's going to come over here, finish this part off. And I think there's one more thing to go in that one. So, and then this one's going to come down on this corner, and that balances out that picture quite well. I had thought about swapping the two, but that chipboard was really stuck, so it was not going to come up, so it'll be what it is. I have a couple of these black and white little leafy bits, so they're just going to get stuck on here, like so. Using up lots of the things. And then that I said, yep, definitely going to stay there. This one is going to slide in for some leafy bit here. So there's at least one in each, and some that are flat and some that are not. So, and then I decided to look back through the ephemera here real quick. So I thought about that Merry Christmas. And I thought that was a little much, and it's not needed there. Just seeing if I can sneak anything else in. and that's all right. And then I thought maybe the candy cane, but it kind of gets lost on that red, so no use using it. And then this gray is a similar color to the letter that's there, and so I was like, no, pop it back in there. And then I go, maybe. And I actually like that there. It's a little bit bigger, and it pulls the gray from the ribbon out a little bit because it's definitely a little bit more gray than beige. On the screen it looks a little more beige than gray, but meh. So then it pulls that color out from the ribbon a little bit more, and the black is in different places, so that works out really well. I thought about putting this Joy chipboard piece that's from December Daily from Ali Edwards from eons ago, and so it could have stayed there and yeah, would have been just fine there. This one says always believe, and I like it down here by Santa because it kind of works. And then I think I'm pretty close to being done here. And yep, I am. So I'm going to just pull it up here so you can take a little bit closer look, and then there'll be some close-ups coming up here. So yay! So that's a little bit better of the color. It's a little dark, but the color is a little bit more representative there. If you liked my video, I would love a thumbs up. If you're new to me, I would appreciate a subscribe. And here's some other videos you might want to watch. Thanks so much for watching. Have yourself a wonderful day.